Good morning. It is day 114 on the Pacific Crest Trail, and we are on our way to Etna. I didn't sleep too well last night. Something bit me in the middle of the night. I think my arm was right against the edge of the tent, so something bit me through the little mesh. So that was sad. But the air mattress is staying full of air, so that's good. I wasn't uncomfortable at all. That's lovely. Glue seems to be holding up still. Scales is carrying on today. Gonna see how the day goes. She's got some drugs which seemed to help yesterday, so that should help. I think it's going to be slightly less intense than yesterday. We do have a big climb to start off with, or at least just steep but short, and then a few other shortish ups and downs as we go. Only 18 and a half miles to do, so a bit shorter as well. Let's see how the day goes. Hello again. Today was tough and fun in equal measure. It was one of those days that was just kind of up and down, not least because the terrain was very up and down. It turns out if you cram 4,000 feet of up and 4,000 feet of down into about 18 miles, it actually means that those ups and downs are very steep. So that was interesting, but it also meant that the views were stunning for a lot of the day. And there wasn't actually that much smoke until right at the end of the day. So, yeah, amazing views, just really tough hiking. I think, a lot of people have struggled with this section. Like the other day, when I was waiting for scales at the last water, all the hikers that went past were just saying how shot their legs or feet were. So I think we're all in a lot of pain and or just ready to be out of California. So I think that's kind of weighing on people's mind that apparently the promised land of Oregon awaits, and we're just trying to get over the line to get there. But yeah, today we woke up to a very smoky sunrise that was very just vibrant and orange, very nice to look at. So as I say, really nice views. Potentially, NorCal was trying to make up for the burn zones, although there was another smaller burn zone that we walked through today that was less fun. Luckily, it was quite cloudy today, so it wasn't too hot, but still quite exposed. And also very positively, Scales was in a lot less pain. There was still a fair bit of pain and it kind of moved around various places, but she was able to get through the day fairly speedily, actually, way faster than yesterday and faster than me for a lot of it. So big positive there that the pain didn't stick around. So we're hiking along. I really wanted to listen to Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. So the whole morning I was kind of just checking every time we went over a hill or something, checking if there was Bobby, but there was no signal for Bobby. It was very sad. Until it got to a point where going through a little burn zone area, there were a fair few blowdowns. I was being chased by bees. I think they were just kind of curious and inquisitive, not angry, they weren't trying to sting me. But after my wasp encounter, it was fairly stressful. So I was trying to outrun them, but it was uphill. There were blowdowns, so I was actually going quite slowly. Just all these bees buzzing around my head. But I got to the top of the hill. The blowdown stopped, the bees cleared, and I had signal so I could listen to Bobby. And Don't Worry, Be Happy, perfect song in the moment. Very nice, very fun. Got listening to him on the downhill. There were some more blowdowns as we went. We actually spent a fair chunk of the day trying to get quite creative with the blowdowns, twisting our way around or pulling ourselves underneath them, which was entertaining. We were aiming to get to a lake for lunch, and we managed to make it perfectly on time. I think we got there about 1 p.m, amazing for lunch. I was very hungry by the time we got there, but it was very disappointing for a lake, which was sad. It was quite muddy, there were loads of bugs around, just not really the most pleasant place for lunch. So we ended up carrying on trail for another half a mile just to find somewhere shady, which was equally buggy, just loads of flies. Luckily, no mosquitoes, but the flies did bite as well, so a little bit sad there. But once we'd done that, we only had about 5 miles left, which was great, so we knew it would only take about 2 hours to get to the trailhead to hitch in. At one point, we were crossing a stream, we saw a frog, and Scales kind of scared it into the water, and then she got really worried and was saying like, wait, frogs like water, right? But luckily frogs do like water, so it was okay. And then so we carried on, got through the last few miles. Just as we're probably about a mile away from the trailhead, there's a forest ranger there who offers us a ride into town, which was so serendipitous. It was perfect. The trail really does provide sometimes. So yeah, we walked down. He kind of logged some trees on his little GPS thing to say they needed to be like cut down or moved to clear up the trail. And he gave us a ride in, and he was lovely. It was really, really nice. It did get fairly smoky towards the end of the day, where like we were looking at the mountains to the side, and like it was just blanketed with smoke, and that was the direction that we're going to go in. So I'm reassured that it's the right choice to skip that section instead of trying to hike through all that smoke. We also found some unexpected snow towards the top. I forgot to mention that. There was some snow like at the top of the climb at the last bit of the day, so we had fun just kind of stabbing that, trying to find our way around it, because there was one quite steep ascent that like completely covered the trail, but there was a little path around, so it was all good. And we passed the 1,600 mile mark, so we now have just over 1,000 miles to go. And when we get to Syad Valley after the skip, we'll have less than 1,000 miles to go to get to Canada, which is crazy. We still haven't fully decided what we're doing tomorrow morning. I think we're going to get a bus to Syad Valley, but depends what everyone's feeling like. We've met up with Birdsong. We caught up with her, which was great. When we got here, we had a really tasty dinner, lovely ice cream afterwards. Just, got each other all caught up. She's still feeling quite ill, which is not great. So we'll see how she's feeling, what she wants to do. Scales is also wanting to take a rest for her feet, so we'll see how that's going. My feet also hurt a fair bit. I've got some blisters going on, and I need new shoes. My big toes have gone numb. My shoes are too small. It's all a good time. But yeah, so we'll figure out what we're doing in the morning. We're not hiking at all. It's just where we end up, if we stay here or go straight to Syad Valley. But should be a good day. I will see you there.